Man, Faruzan's Hangout event is taking longer than anything in this game has for me so far. So, we are actually at the very end. This is the final ending, and then we gotta go try the other thing. I have a lot to do that I've been behind on, and it's getting stressful. I'm also not feeling too well, and I'm having to deal with that at the same time. But anyway.
In the future, if you want, you can even become one of my students. But Mom and Dad said that there are 6 Darshans in the academia. Wait, was it 7? Which Darshan teaches about mechanisms in origami? Well, in this case, it would be Haravatat.
I know. We need to choose Kasharawar.
Huh?
I want to attend Kasharawar in the future and fold even better origami birds.
I want to make even more awesome mechanisms! Actually, the other Darshans do have their own specialties too. For example, Haravatat specializes in... Pay attention, children! Children!
Looks like these early learning toys are a success. However, looks like recruiting students might be an issue.
How did this happen? What if we end up in a Darshan we don't like? Does that mean that we won't get to learn about the things we do like? No, that won't happen. Take me, for example. I'm a researcher from Haravatat, but I research mechanisms. See, the only person able to restrict your curiosity as a researcher is you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Not really. Huh. It's all right. You still have a long road ahead of you. Now, do you want to learn about some other machines? Let me tell you a story about pressure-based mechanisms and elemental monuments.
Oh my god. Cute. So long as the pursuit of knowledge brings you joy, I'm fine with it, but won't you reconsider? Haravatat's classes are very interesting too, yeah. God, the music gets so loud during the day when you're here. It was quiet in the last video because it was nighttime and evening, and now it's just like super fucking loud. Alright, so that all of her endings are done. We do still have the story quest for Dia, but I don't know if I want to do that right now. I don't know what I want to do. So we have this. That's still not enough because I was only at like, what was I at? Oh, okay. The vibration is so sudden. Why do they have to give me characters I already have? Why do you do this to me? They always do that to me though. They give me characters that I already have. If I get another one, it'll give me... Where did it go? Yeah, it'll give me one of these, because you need 5. For the, crystal thingies. And I only have 3. See, they've given me him so many times, that's why his jam thing is almost max. Alright, so let's go to Mondstadt, I guess. Yeah, it took me a while to finish hers. Mainly because one video, like I said, I wasn't really feeling too well. I've been having like digestive issues. I get sick like this from time to time. It's not like the virus that's going around. I keep forgetting what it's called. I wanted to say it's called Shigella. It's like a stomach virus that's going around. That's the name of the bacteria. It's not what it's called. Unless that is what it's called. And apparently, that's what it does. Like some of the symptoms I'm experiencing right now. But it's just because I've been eating food that my stomach isn't agreeing to. I can't eat certain stuff because of my IBS, so I think that's why I've been like sick. I'll be alright though. Buy more of this crap, even though I have way more than what I need. So this event, I don't think I'm going to spend any more on those. This event's been out for several days now, but I haven't really been able to do it because I've been too busy doing other stuff.
It's been getting quite busy recently.
I also have a tooth I think I need to get pulled out. So I have a tooth that decayed completely and the root of the tooth is still in my gum line. And it's been like swelling. And what it is I think my gum line is trying to close, but that's still in there and it knows that it is. And it can't close with it in there. And I think every time it tries to close, that's what's causing that soreness in my gum line. And I also have a tooth next to it that's kind of messed up as well, so I think I'm going to have my dentist surgeon just take the tooth that's next to it, because when he pulls it out, it's going to leave a hole in the gum line, so he can then navigate through that hole further into the gum line to pull that root out that's still in there. I know that sounds horrible, and it probably really is. What sucks though is I've always been awake when I've gotten my teeth pulled. I've never been put to sleep. I'm awake the whole time, so I gotta hope I have enough strength to deal with that pain, because I mean it's probably gonna hurt a bit. Like, even though they numb you up, you still feel everything. It's one thing I always find funny. Like, I always ask for extra. It's like a needle syringe that he puts in your mouth. But, like, you can still feel everything. Like, not everything, but you can still feel pain is my point. Like, it doesn't numb all pain like they say it does. It actually doesn't. You can actually still fucking feel, so... Maybe not all of it, but you can still feel a little pain here and there. Sometimes it is quite bad. Like, I had him pull 4 of my teeth once all at once while I was awake. So that wasn't too bad. It starts hurting after, like when you already come home, like later on in the day, when the numbness wears off. That's where it becomes worse. And it kind of sucks because I'm on foot. I don't have a way to get around, so I have to find a place that could even get my pain meds if I do go to have that pulled and all of that crap. I have to find a place that can fill them, because the specific medication I get sometimes doesn't. Like the pharmacist that I see, sometimes they don't have it. Sometimes they do have it, but I can't deal with this irritant's pain. It's like a soreness on the whole upper right of my mouth. It's really irritating. I mean, it really is starting to hurt. I've been like this is going on the 3rd day, so... I think I am going to have to make a vet appointment soon. And I'm not really looking forward to it because I haven't been feeling well lately, so... And I would have to travel and everything, and I'm just like, fucking great. So I kind of want to get it done before my birthday. My birthday's next month, at the beginning of the month. So I don't want to be having to deal with dental problems around my birthday time. Because I'm supposed to go out for a dinner, and I'm not going to be able to eat if I have fucking teeth pulled. It's just one, plus the root that's in there. But even so, I don't feel like being in pain. Around that time, and it's gonna take about 2 or so weeks for it to heal, because he's probably gonna have to cut my fucking gum line open to get in there, because you figure the whole tooth is gone. It's just the root itself is still in the gum line, and you figure he has to cut the gum line to get in there to it. That's why I'm thinking, if I just go ahead and let him take the tooth that's next to it, when he pulls that tooth out, it's gonna leave a hole in there. He can then navigate through that hole to get into the gum line, because that'll be the hole he needs to get in there. So I'm thinking I'm going to just go ahead and let him take the tooth that's next to it to make it easy, because I could keep the tooth that's next to it. Like, it's slightly decaying a little. I can feel underneath it where it's like kind of started to crack open. Cause like it doesn't need to be pulled, but I'm going to let him pull it anyway. Just to see if it'll make the procedure easier. I don't know if it will or not.
Hey there, Catherine!
Hey there, Catherine. Look at my flowers.
Good day, you two. It's nice to see you here at this festive time.
So, got any jobs for us?
I'm afraid I'd struggle to find you any commissions in the near future. With the arrival of the Windblume Festival, the only task most Mondstadters are busy with is preparing gifts for their loved ones. But it's customary to do this oneself without assistance. Think of this period as the off-season for the Mondstadt branch of the Adventurers Guild. Spring is here, love is in the air, and everyone wants to relax and enjoy themselves. Even the cats at the tavern next door have been getting lovey-dovey with one another recently.
Were you just sitting around watching cats fucking all day, Catherine? That seems depressing.
Ew. Gross.
Exactly. Fucking exactly, dude. But she's like, love is in the air. I'm like, I'm dying. I am dying right now. I don't care for that shit.
You know that feeling you get when you burst out the doors after a nice nap, hoping to make it to the store before the limited edition drinks sell out, only to get there just in time to see the last 2 glasses snatched away right from under your nose by a couple of pesky lovebirds? That's what this feels like.
That's very specific of you, Paimon.
Perhaps you two could simply take this chance to...
Traveler! Paimon! Thank goodness I found you. There's something I need your help with.
The truth is, I created a stupid experiment that's doing weird things to Albedo and the shack behind me. You must stop. No.
Woo! Sucrose?
Whoa, someone needs help after all. Or just whoa, Sucrose. I'm not gonna say what she said.
What is wrong with you? That's no way to greet a friend we haven't seen in so long.
What is wrong with me is I'm not gonna say what you said. Jesus Christ.
No, not help like in the Windblume sense. It's just... How do I explain? Go ahead, Sucrose. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway.
Why is her face so fucking red? Sucrose.
Okay.
Look at her face. Her face isn't normally like that, is it?
Here's the situation. I've been appointed as the Windblume Festival's special ambassador by the Knights of Favonius this year.
You know who she reminds me of, and I never noticed it? A lot of people don't know about it either, but there's this old anime. There's a character of a girl who has green ears and hair like that, and her name was Salty. I can't remember the whole story of the anime because it's years, and I only barely remembered it not too long ago. Because I was like, who the hell does she remind me of? But there was like this girl whose name was Salty, and she talked like that in high-pitched voice, and she was like rescued by this guy who named her that, and it was like she was like an alien creature or not an alien creature. I can't remember it too well because I only remember the girl and her name. I don't really remember anything else too well, but it was weird. I remember the guy naming her Salty because she didn't have a name, but I don't remember much about it other than that.
My task is to do good deeds for people during this festival of gratitude and love.
Please stop that.
Nice one! So how did they decide who to appoint anyway? They spawned an empty bottle donated by Angel's Share inside a circle with all our names on it. Whoever's name the bottle stopped at got chosen.
This message seems a bit arbitrary.
I think so too. But everyone said that it was to make it fair, so everyone had an equal chance to become the special ambassador. The thing is, I'm not great at dealing with people, so I was really daunted by it at first. But I'm still glad that I got this role. Luckily, I came up with a way to spur myself on, which has helped. Have a look.
She looks so nervous, that look on her face. And now she's even more Goldblum with the lighting. The way her eyes looked up at me when that vial appeared was hella fucking weird. Did you see that? If you go back and replay it in super slow motion, it's like, what are we doing?
Is that a test tube?
That look on Lumine's face. Like, you want me to put something in here. See, if you're playing as Ether, that's horrible. My mind can't. I have like a self-mind sometimes. When she's like, you see this tube, Traveler, I need some of your substance. I'm a female, that ain't gonna work. I mean, I guess it would work, but not the same.
Yep, every time I do a good deed for someone, I get them to breathe into a test tube. That way, I can collect everyone's breaths of joy.
That's weird.
Sounds fascinating. Are you gonna use them in your research? Yes. I believe these breaths of joy will serve as valuable raw materials for alchemical transmutation. With any luck, I'll be able to produce something truly miraculous.
Like an extra sweet, sweet flower? Like an extra sweet Sensetia. You notice how the words, is it just, no, it's not one. How come the words are bigger in this sentence than this sentence? So the word extra is like significantly bigger, where it says extra sweet Sensetia and then sweet flower. But I think it's because it has more dialogue. They have to fit it on the screen. That's why they shrunk it. Well, sweet Sensetia was her first experiment. I could say sweet flower, but I'm going to say that.
Darn, now Paimon's hungry. Wait, you're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Teasing you with sweet, succulent juices that you'll never be able to supper.
Actually, I meant something even more exciting than that. I can't say for sure until I have more test results to confirm my hypothesis, though. Alchemists mustn't make claims they can't live up to. Anyway, I'm still missing one final breath of joy.
Please don't ask me.
Oh, is that all you need help with? That's easy. Just treat Paimon to a sweet madame. Then you'll get your last breath of joy.
More like sweet madame breath.
Hey, come on! Paimon's doing her best to help, okay?
Her hair looks like it's freaking out.
So, does it need to be more like official or ceremonious or something? No, joy isn't measured in those terms at all.
Poofs into her head.
Let me put it this way. Have you ever planted a fruit seed and cared for it while it grows?
Inside my Serenity Pie, yeah?
In the same way that those tender, sweet fruits are the product of your time and effort, the amount of joy derived from an experience is positively correlated to the degree of hardship overcome during it. For example, in my case, I would say that to experience a statistically significant amount of joy, I'd have to do something like spend 6 months developing a medicine formula to a point where it was finally consistently effective. Similarly, in order to collect a significant amount of joy from other people, I have to find ways to do something sufficiently challenging on their behalf. Oh, Paimon gets it now.
So is this where Kale comes in? Because Kale is here at some point.
Long story short, you want us to help you find people for you to help. Oh, that's pretty tough given that it's the Windblume Festival and all. Oh, I figured since you're such experienced travelers, you might have some ideas. But if even you don't know how to approach this...
Don't worry, leave this to me.
Really? You have a plan?
Experience is on my side.
Well, if she's in, then Paimon will help too. With the talking, anyway. But, if things don't work out, can Paimon still get that sweet madame?
No.
Oh, come on, Traveler. This is a festival of gratitude and love, after all. How could you refuse?
Because fuck love. How about that?
Excuse me, Sucrose? Could I borrow you for a second? Package for you.
Oh, sure.
Did you see Kale in the background for a split second? I clicked it so fast that I barely saw her.
Be right back.
See that look on Paimon's face because Paimon sees her. You know, it's kind of interesting how other characters react to other characters in a scene. Like, clearly Sucrose doesn't see her because she just thinks that she's somebody else in Mondstadt and she's worried about her package. I'm too busy talking to Sucrose. But Paimon clearly sees her. Look at the look on her face. She's honing in on her like a dog on a bone.
Wait! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? That's Kale, right? When did she arrive in Mondstadt? Let's go say hi!
Let's go be stalkers. So you could talk to Sucrose again. Can you?
And that's everything. Are they all in satisfactory condition?
Yep. Thank you, Marjorie.
I'm so nosy. I'm just all up in her face.
Kale! Hey! Oh. Hey, you guys. What are the chances?
What does that even mean?
You were staring into space just now. Something the matter? No, don't worry. I'm fine.
So when she was abused by the Fatui guy, She was saved by Kaya and Amber, and they brought her here. So this is like the first place she ever came to, and it's also the first place that I ever came to. So we kind of have a similar thing here.
I was just looking at a Mondstadt children's book in the souvenir shop over there. While I was flipping through it, a piece of paper fell out. The writing on it was really mysterious. Almost like a prophecy. If you can do these things, you may light the lantern of utmost joy and receive a supreme blessing.
So she says it like that because Kale is a person, a girl character, who is not really good at reading. She's trying to learn how to read. So that's why she says things funny. It's not that, oh, the voice actors can't read the line. No, it's because she's playing a character that is trying to learn how to read.
And what does these things refer to? Find a flower that is not of this world. Find a guide who will never get lost. Find one who would never lie. Find a legend that never ends. So, 4 things in total. Here, have a look.
Did fucking Venti do this?
I asked a lady who owns the store about it, but she said that she didn't know anything about any paper slips.
These are not the droids you were looking for. These are not the paper slips you were looking for. Perhaps we can ask a friend about this later.
Hi there. Sorry to butt in, but what's the name of that storybook you just mentioned?
How did you hear that from where you were standing?
Oh, it was called The Boar Princess. That is strange. I've read that book, and it sounds like that note you found has no relation to the story at all. Do you know her?
Yes.
Come on, do the honors. Hi, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. And Sucrose, meet Kale. She's a trainee forest ranger from Sumeru's Avidia Forest. Hello. Hi.
I've seen memes of this online and it's funny.
This is getting awkward fast. They're both so shy. So, Sucrose, what are your thoughts on this prophecy? Could it be real? Without having done any research, I couldn't comment definitively. But if you want my subjective opinion, I don't think that it's a nasty prank or anything.
Why not?
The only people who read children's books are those with a childlike wonder and imagination. Or children, of course. I'm sure that whoever put this prophecy there would understand that. Would they really do this just to spread lies and ruin someone's innocence? I can't imagine anyone being so cruel.
There are lots of cruel people in this world who are looking to destroy people's innocence, my dear Sucrose. It's what they live for.
That's a great take. I love it. Exactly. Who would want to hurt a child's feelings?
A freak.
Okay, so what do you think the blessing is, Sucrose? If I had to guess, maybe a fairy that can make people's wishes come true or something? I haven't read many fairy tales, so this is pure speculation. With no other information on hand or prior research to compare against, I'm afraid it might not even be worth considering. Wow!
Her face.
Her guesswork is really good, though. I want to pick her brain some more.
Why are her eyes so superimposed on my screen? It's weird.
But will she find it annoying if I keep asking her questions?
It's like she has no fucking eyelids and she has fish eyes. Just.
We've only just met after all. What's the best thing to say to someone you're meeting for the first time?
Would you like to get the lantern of utmost joy?
Well, yes. I mean, if possible. Then, what would you wish for, Kale? I'd wish for a better personality. Huh?
She's so lifeless. Let me hold my hands in the air like I care when I know I don't.
You can't waste it on that. You've got a great personality already.
Oh, my shoulder itches.
That's very kind of you. But if you know me like I do... Kai! I know that voice. It's...
That running animation was cut for a minute. What was that?
You made good time, huh? You're way earlier than I expected.
I haven't paid attention to Amber in a long time, and I forgot that that's how she sounded.
I spotted your green hair way off in the distance. Good thing my eyes are sharp, or I'd have missed you.
She's not the only character with green hair in this game. What's wrong with you?
Amber! Have you been doing well? Did you finish all the pita pockets I brought you last time?
You bet. They're getting yummier each time you make them.
Wait, remind me, have you been to Mondstadt before?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Amber and Kaya are the ones who saved her from the Fatui, but that's in the manga version of this game. Yeah, it was never actually really mentioned in game. Fuck.
A long time ago, I ever since
I had a lot of
my
help from people here in Mondstadt. I accidentally
I've been
clicked
looking
it.
out for an opportunity to come back to Mondstadt and tell them all the news that I've been cured.
Good for you. That sounds like... Good for you. Telling somebody good for you, like, I know that you mean good, you mean well, but it just sounds so sarcastic, like, fucking good for you, whatever. Like, when I hear that, it just sounds sarcastic. Great.
Thanks.
If it's okay with everyone, why don't I take Kale for a walk around town? I'd like to show her some of the places she didn't get to see last time.
Yeah, there's a manga version of her with shorter hair, and she's dressed more like a little boy. And she winds up fighting Kaya, and he traps her with ice. Because they think she's one of the Fatui, because they like encounter a Fatui base somewhere, like an underground facility or something like that. And she winds up fighting Amber and Kaya, and Kaya winds up doing something to her, like knocking her out or doing something to her. And they bring her back here, and then she winds up being saved by them in that regard.
Of course. Fine by me.
Flowers.
Sure, go right ahead. Sorry, Amber. I agreed to meet my traveling companions by the city gate in a few minutes, so I can't go with you just yet.
Oh, that's all right. In that case, you guys go rest up, and I'll go see Master Jean to ask for some time off.
Oh, okay.
Traveler Sucrose, could you look after Kale for now? I'll come get her later and take her out. There's still a whole bunch of people I need to introduce her to.
Sure, no problem.
You can count on us.
Awesome. See you later, then.
Trots away.
You alright there, Kale? You look kinda disappointed.
Because I lied to Amber, 'cause I'm an idiot.
I'm sorry. I'm just feeling a little shy today. Don't worry about me. Amber wants to introduce me to more of her friends. Am I gonna be able to cope? I've only met Sucrose so far, and I'm already struggling to make conversation. I wish I had a little more self-confidence. Then I'd find it much easier to make friends with people. It's nearly time! Let's go to the gate and see if they've arrived.
She is the most self-doubter I've ever seen in my life.
Squall Fury!
I know he says squall and fury, but I fucking hear it as swallow fury. I know that's not what he says, but... oh god. Uh-huh. Side note.
Why is this humble windmill such a great view?
Wait, has Sino been to Mondstadt before? I feel like him and Tainari and Kale... Well, Kale has been here, but the other two, no.
I mean, it's understandable. It must have been a long time since you last came to Mondstadt.
You know, I know they said that he was supposed to be revoiced, but they did the voice work for this event way before it was released. So I want to see if he's going to walk into that bird. Oh my god, he just pushed it. So they didn't get a chance to redo it yet.
Because it is the true Great Vayu Viastra.
What What is up with this? Sino. I'm trying to get him, but I have horrible luck, so. So in the story, these two are supposed to be like super best friends. But what's funny about it, and also kind of annoying, is because people think that because the character or the voice actor voices the character, that they are friends in real life, and people need to stop doing shit like that. It's cringe. Just because somebody voices a romantic pairing or somebody's wife or husband or boyfriend, girlfriend, love interest in any game anime does not mean that's how they are in real life. You know, just because they voice somebody's spouse doesn't mean that they're really together in real life. The only one that's actually true is Yuri Lowenthal and Tara Strong. I believe they're really married. Tara Strong voices like Raven in Teen Titans. I think that's the right Tara. That he's really married to her, I believe. So that's different. But it just, I hate how people think that because somebody voices a character that they're like that character in real life. And even Sino's voice actor has even said, oh yeah, it's weird. People come onto my stream and they're like, hi Sino. And I'm like, I'm not him. I just voice him. And he was like telling people to like stop doing that because it's weird.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you don't get it.
Don't fucking look at me like that. What's wrong with you?
View, Vayu, and also Mahamatra, Vayu Vyastra? No?
I get it. So, Sino is a character who is known for making jokes that not a lot of people get. It's like his running joke line. It's like a running thing that his character does. He's always making jokes. Like, he seems like someone who's like super fucking serious and like no joke bullshit, but truth is, he makes a lot of jokes all the time about everything. I do get it, but he had to kind of spell it all the way out to me. So View means Vayu and Mahamatra, so he just put them together. I get what he's trying to do, but it's like it's something you would need to explain, and if you explain it, you're therefore it loses its point, you know.
Kainari! Sino! Over here!
They look like they're having a lover spout.
Whew, am I glad to see you.
He's like, get me out of here.
And who's this young lady?
Yeah, this is their first time meeting her.
Master, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. We just met. Sucrose, this is my teacher Tainari. He's a highly respected forest watcher in Sumeru, and he's also a very famous botanist.
Kale's exaggerating. I'm Tainari. Pleased to meet you.
So you have a teacher as well? The pleasure is all mine, Tainari, sir. Yep, he's extremely knowledgeable too.
Oh, she's gonna be like, well, my albedo is better than your Tainari. These are like the girls that go on and on about how good their master is.
And this is General Mahamatra Sino of the Sumeru Academia. He's really famous in Sumeru as well.
Greetings. Though if I might say so, we're purely here for personal reasons. You needn't be unduly concerned with our official positions. And Kale, there's no need to use my full title. Sino is fine. Or sir, if you absolutely must.
He's so serious. He's so serious until he's not.
Indeed. We're not here in an official capacity, just to keep Kale company on her vacation.
Wow, you two actually came from Sumeru for her? Hold on. Is that why you're here? You're here for her?
Keep me company? But it was you two that insisted on coming.
Kale is very important to us.
Oh.
We felt obliged to ensure her safety on the long, treacherous journey to Mondstadt.
If I remember correctly, I believe it was Sino who brought her to Mondstadt. Like, I know she fought against Amber and Kaya, but after they, like, I don't know if Kaya had knocked her out or did something to her and Sino was there, but Sino was the one who carried her and brought her here. Like, they took her back to Sumeru and said she should be taken to... Like, Kaya and Amber helped save her from the Fatui, and they took her back to Sumeru because that's where she's from. But she was so close to Amber, wanted to stay closer to her, so that's why Sino suggested she come here. And I believe he was the one who brought her back here.
my own loads of times before. What about your work, though? What if something bad happens while the General Mahamatra's away?
There should be no issues. I have left my duties in the hands of my subordinates, and 2 especially reliable helpers.
Oh.
Oh, Sucrose! What were you saying about you having a teacher as well?
I was just going to mention that I think we're in a somewhat similar situation. I'm an assistant to Mr. Albedo, Mondstadt's genius alchemist.
Oh, please, Sucrose. Genius is an unnecessary epithet.
You're here.
It will serve only to leave an exaggerated impression of me in the minds of our guests.
Man, every time Albedo's on screen, I get super giddy and excited. Anytime he appears anywhere, it's because he's a character that fills me with such happiness and joy. Simply seeing him is enough to brighten my day. And I'm like in pain right now, I don't feel well, but seeing him on screen, I have like this funny little smile on my face. And it kind of makes my pain melt away a little.
Mr. Albedo, but it is an objective truth.
Hey, Albedo's here too! Great! The more the merrier!
Everyone introduces themselves and exchanges pleasantries.
So tell me, Sucrose, since your specialty is bioalchemy, what do you know about the antitoxic properties of the calla lily?
Wait! Can we hold off on the nerdy topic for now? Paimon doesn't want to be left out!
But you will be.
Oh, as it happens, I've studied the calla lily in quite some detail before. With it being a species native to Mondstadt, I wrote a whole report on my findings. If you're interested, Mr. Tainari, sir, I can go get it for you.
We're supposed to be here on vacation, and you're already thinking about how to improve your herbal medicines? Also, I thought we'd agreed to take on new identities for this trip.
But we already know your names. He turned and looked at him like a fucking snake.
What new identities?
Mine was Adventurer Sino, skilled desert explorer. Tainari's was technological consultant to the treasure hoarders. And Kale's was traveling musician.
And you find that sort of roleplay fun?
Very much so.
Okay, you don't have to stare at me like that.
I do wish some of the less cautious adventurers in the Avidya forest would consider coming to Mondstadt instead.
He's so imposing. He's like somebody I could not deal with alone. I'm serious. If Sino was to ever come up on me alone at night, I think I would freak the fuck out. I'd be like, do you need something from me? Just turn into a fucking dust on the spot.
What Philanimo mushrooms lack in texture, they make up for in not causing vomiting or diarrhea.
Sweet.
Are you contemplating using some compounds from the calla lily as active ingredients in a targeted antidote?
Yes, I gathered a few on the way here, and my initial research suggests to me that it could be worth a try.
Okay, I got it. But as much as I don't wish to be a wet blanket, it takes a huge amount of experimental data to conclusively
idling in the
prove
middle
how
of
different
it?
drugs interact. Estimating the total development time would be very difficult.
Wait, is he supposed to be idling, or is that the way it's scripted for this event? I can't tell if Albedo is idling. I think he's meant to do that. Yeah, he is. Because if it was an idling, it would have ended by now.
Adding the time for procurement and delivery of essential materials, and I'm not sure if we could complete development before you need to return.
I like how he's just drawing all casually and we're just all staring at Sucrose. Watch him be like, you mean something like this? Albedo. Hello?
Then please, allow me to help.
Mr. Albedo!
Apologies for my tardy entrance in the present discussion. I understand you're looking to make an antidote for poisonous fungi, correct? If you happen to have some samples with you, or relevant documentation on hand, perhaps you might give me the chance to review them later. But before that, I invite the three of you to look at this.
Oh my god. Accommodations. One of Mr. Gott's order properties. I can't read. It's because that pain. Priority, the Adventurers Guild reception area, backup plan to be confirmed. Food group meals on the first day, following which are all free to make their own arrangements amidst the city's various restaurants and taverns. Self-catering facilities will be prepared at lodgings. Outdoor activities considering our guests' sightseeing interests. Sucrose, Timaeus, myself, and some of the Knights of Favonius can accompany our guests, splitting in groups when necessary. That pain. It's hard for me to speak. It's because the nerve is still in my gum line, and it's creating like this weird numbness. It's like a numb pain, and it's hard for me to feel because it hurts. So, obtaining souvenirs, multiple collection methods. With wind comes glory. Oh my god. The outdoors themselves, creation through alchemy and handcrafting are all possibilities. Specific observations, emphasis on botany, official business, no such needs at the moment.
Food and lodging arrangements? Were you quietly writing this up the whole time? Paimon didn't even notice!
Impressive multitasking.
Hardly. Rather, I should apologize for interrupting a serious discussion between trained professionals, especially after they've traveled so far to be here, when I myself am neither an adventurer, nor a technological consultant, nor a musician. Nevertheless, I would encourage you to have a knowledgeable local arrange your detailed itinerary while you're in Mondstadt. Take a look. And should you find anything here to be objectionable, it can easily be adjusted.
This is too kind of you. These arrangements are quite excellent.
It looks great! Even Paimon feels like tagging along for the food and board!
You're not included in this itinerary. That's so rude. What do you three think?
Wait! Doesn't Paimon's opinion matter anymore? Paimon's technically a guest in Mondstadt too, you know!
Very comprehensive. The adventurer, technological consultant, and musician all approve. Thank you.
Just one thing. We'd like the chance to cook as well. Why don't we change the group dinner to a camping and cooking trip?
I'll help pitch the tents!
I can help too.
And Paimon will take her to Good Hunter to order some starters! Mondstadt's cold cut platter is not to be missed!
Nice idea. Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Great, then it's decided. Sucrose and I will bring the three of you to your inn for a quick rest. You two, let's meet by the lake this evening.
Are you trying to seduce me in front of them? The fuck is that? Meet me at the lake this evening so I can serenade you with my fucking words. I'm not interested, Albedo. I know you're one of my favorites, but I will slap the shit out of you.
Hey, Sarah! Can we have a cold cut platter to go?
Watch her be like, what?
Sure, coming right up. Would you like anything else?
I really hope another main character doesn't walk up on me from behind and be like, what are you doing?
Do we, want anything else?
Her eyes. I'm afraid with some little different colors, that could be nightmarish.
Yay! So you do remember after all! You're just the best!
It'd be funny if I said no. I was going to. I was half tempted.
Paimon will give you the sweet flower from that sweet madame as a Windblume.
Just don't ruin your appetite for later. You're like a little child saying, Mommy, I want the cake. And you're like, you haven't had dinner yet.
No need to worry about that! Paimon can make room for good food.
All right, just a moment.
Damn, the time it takes Sarah to cut up the Paimon eats the thing.
That was great.
Let me really read that. In the time it takes Sarah to prepare the cold cut platter, Paimon finishes the sweet madame.
If that was a Windblume treat, then Paimon wishes it could be the Windblume Festival every day.
So then Venti just appears. Your wish is my command. No, that would be funny. He just appears out of nowhere.
Strange wanderer near Wolfendom.
Huh? Oh yeah, are you talking about Razor? She's like, there's a strange wanderer near me. I've heard about that before, and I do wonder, is that who they mean? She's like, there's a strange wanderer near Wolfendom. Because Wolfendom is like over here. And I think they're talking about Razor. I could be wrong. Oh man.
Quit following me.
Shut the hell up, will you? I need you to grab these seeds for me. Do it. I didn't mean to double strike it. I do like how they can put the special effect over certain areas for certain events in the game. The whole dust from these, it's not necessarily from those, but I think that's what it is hinted at. That loading, what was that? Alright. See them with their hands on their heads. Something wrong must have happened. Uh-oh.
Alright, looks like we're all here.
The time of day just completely changed. We're not, late, are we?
Not at all. We just came early to set everything up, since we happen to be free today.
How did it go from night to suddenly evening, though? I think I was late.
Kalai put up the tent so quickly, but still managed to tie very sturdy knots. You can really tell that she's a professional.
What is with all these self-praisings?
I didn't do much apart from passing materials around.
Thanks. It's all thanks to Master and Sino. They taught me everything I know.
This is awkward. They're like her two older brothers that came to just eavesdrop on her party.
What can I say? For a skilled adventurer, this is just another day on the job.
Okay.
Are you quite finished? Or were you going to sing each other's praises till the moon rises? Come on, let's all sit down.
That's what I mean. That's exactly what I'm saying. Everyone brings out their food and starts cooking, and after a delicious feast, everyone sits around the campfire.
That sunshine sprat was really very good.
That's
I didn't want you
Sino's
to cook
shadow.
it, but I believe that the prominent umami flavor of the dish owes itself to more than the fish alone.
That's correct. Any further deductions?
Let me think. The aroma was quite uniform. Unlike that of a spice blend, it was also unfamiliar to me. So I would venture that it was a Mondstadt specialty. As far as edible Mondstadt plant species are concerned, calla lilies are usually used in soups. So if I had to guess, small lampgrass?
That's right. I've long heard that Sumeru's fish with cream sauce is noted for its gentle texture, which brings out the tenderness of the fish. Here in Mondstadt, we're not quite as varied in the use of spices as in Sumeru, but the principle of bringing certain distinct flavors to the forefront through combinations of natural ingredients is very much the same.
I liked it a lot. I'm curious as to the exact ratio of ingredients.
I'll write a copy of the recipe for you.
Would anyone like to try the nutrient-dense meal I made?
Oh god.
I'll have some.
Oh god, you're gonna use Sino as a test subject?
What about you, Kalai? It doesn't look like you've eaten very much. Is your appetite low at the moment?
They all look awkward sitting in these chairs.
No. I just don't eat a lot normally.
Okay. Something seems wrong here.
Sorry. I didn't mean to make things awkward.
Tainari. While we were on the road, we spotted something white, walking on two legs. Was that Paimon?
Why did you say it like that? What the hell? And then they're just staring at her.
Which day was this?
Just after passing through Stonegate.
Oh my god.
Sino, are you were working that day. Or maybe your head was blocking your vision.
What is with these camera angles?
Paimon always flies. There's no way she'd ever walk.
Is that right?
What are you fucking doing?
I thought that you'd maybe snacked on too many local ground nuts.
Huh?
No? Not funny?
What is going on?
Ground, you know. As in ground up, but also the ground. Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
Is no one gonna interject?
Think of this as part of the process of getting to know Sino. The bright side, these jokes show that he thinks of you as his friends.
Still, we could test the hypothesis.
What hypothesis?
That plant species indigenous to Mondstadt may have an effect on the motor functions of flying life forms.
Hey! Paimon's not your test subject!
Oh, but you will be, like that bird on the ledge behind you.
Anyway, by your logic, wouldn't that mean that eating, say, Zaichun peaches, that would make us sip Paimon peachy in no time or something?
Or that eating enough lavender melons would have no effect.
Hey! Not you two!
I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations are more entertaining than Sino's jokes.
I see. You must have been keeping quiet about this grievance for quite some time now.
You seem much cheerier now that you're here at Mondstadt, Sino. Actually, feels like you're a completely different person.
Yeah, I'm not used to the imposing red sounds in my fucking spirit.
That's because I'm Sino the Adventurer.
That's not funny.
It's not?
In fairness, you only saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the time when he's in a good mood.
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains and other random stuff like that.
I understand. Then allow me to reintroduce myself. Before, you knew me as General Mahamatra Sino. Now, please see me as Sino the Adventurer.
Yeah, so that's another thing he does. He'll keep repeating something he thinks is funny until you stop trying to resist.
That sounds horribly wrong. Till you stop trying to resist. I can't take this shit in context.
So you have two different mental states? Almost like different phases of matter. Interesting. I want to learn to do that too.
Or you're giving people personality disorders.
I think in your case, the two states we would end up with would be highly conscientious sucrose and stupefied sucrose. Oh, by the way, was there any reason in particular that you chose Mondstadt as your destination on this occasion?
Oh, well, Lisa once told me that the Windblume Festival is one of Mondstadt's biggest events of the year. I wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone a Windblume, as a token of my heartfelt gratitude for everything they've done to look after me.
Plus, it was a good chance for Kale to get out and meet some new people.
Kale Lily.
What?
Oh no, not again.
Kale's Windblume. Maybe she should call it a Kale Lily. It sounds very Mondstadt.
Look at his face! Also, this music is so fitting for Sino.
There's also cauliflower, which would technically make more sense. But somehow, it doesn't sound as nice.
Moving swiftly on.
Wow, he just completely ignored the joke and carried on the conversation. Guess sometimes that's the only way forward.
I like how sometimes she does these animations where she bends her body at an angle and leans forward and just sticks like that.
Sumeru's been through some major changes recently, and things at work have only just started to calm down. I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation, and this was a chance to join Kale on her trip while also learning a few things about Mondstadt's flora and fauna that I'll be able to pass on to my peers and students on my return. Two birds with one stone.
How about you, Sino?
I came to ensure Kale's safety.
Okay, so suddenly now you're serious again. The way he says that, he almost sounds like they're a couple, like, I came to ensure her safety, and the way he's just staring at her so intently. The fuck?
That's just an excuse. Plain and simple.
Those devious eyes shone right through his disguise. Oh my god, I'm doing the thing that Sino's doing.
Also, there's the matter of a Genius Invocation TCG custom-made card back.
Aha! So you did have an ulterior motive.
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG before?
I have. I fucking beat Kaya and D-Luke. And Fischl, yes.
And that is why I am proud to call you my friend. When I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually deciding to ask the legendary Mr. Kaltz for guidance. A friend of mine, Sawada, whom I played cards with on occasion, had been to Inazuma for the Irodori festival. He told me that Kaltz was a Mondstatter, so I should try my luck there.
House? Isn't that...
You mean, he's a friend of yours?
I see. So, you came to Mondstadt in search of Kaltz.
No, that is inaccurate. I came here principally to protect Kale.
You most certainly did not. Kale's been here on the quiet numerous times, and this is the first time you felt the need to join.
True.
Not only me, same applies to you too, doesn't it?
If my writer friend were here now, I'm sure he would describe this curious coincidence as having the makings of a good story. It's always a pleasure to meet a fan.
Oh, here he comes.
Don't. What the hell?
Wait, you mean you're Mr. Kaltz?
Having my new friends address me by my pen name feels somewhat unusual. Please, just call me Albedo.
Huh. So you're Kaltz. Sino's been talking about you non-stop recently. He's intent on getting you to design a bespoke card back for him.
Oh, now he's looking away.
You didn't have to say all that.
I've never seen Sino flustered ever. I mean, he's a person just like me. I'm sure he has feelings, but what is this?
I don't usually take private commissions, but I believe that we are friends now, all of us. Our conversations have been deep and interesting, and Sino, your passion for this game is indeed one of a kind. I can see it in your eyes.
I can see the glimmer of the moon on the water reflecting so brightly I'm going blind.
Obviously.
You know, this whole nighttime backdrop with the water really does work for Sino, though. Because he's dark in contrast colors, and putting a light blue, bright backness around him really brings out his colors even more, that he really is all you see in this shot. Like, even when you try to look away, your eyes are just still drawn to him.
And given that you've come all this way from Sumeru to see me, I'd be quite honored to take this commission.
Wow, your teacher's so nice.
He'll give you anything and everything you want if you ask. My mind is going down.
I feel the same about yours. Well, they definitely have different personalities, but they're similar when it comes to their character.
So, how much should I budget for the timeless masterpiece you will produce for me?
Surely, timeless masterpiece is something of an overstatement.
Imagine if he was so magical, where everything he drew came to life. That would add a whole new dynamic on Albedo.
Any artwork fit to appear on the reverse of my card decks is by definition a timeless masterpiece. Even if I do say so myself.
Don't mind him. These TCG nutjobs are all like this.
I see. So, this has an almost religious significance. Well, for starters, I'd like to hear a few more of your jokes.
My jokes? You like them?
Oh my god, he's fangirling over Albedo.
I do.
Really? I didn't see you laughing.
Well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is a separate matter, but I certainly find them fun.
If I might interrupt, does anyone else smell something strange?
Oh no! Sucrose's food burned!